The lightsaber is the fantasy weapon that we all want to have. Let's dissect a lightsaber, talk about its inner workings, and the nature of the energy blade that is generated. For this animation, I've built a digital replica of my real-life lightsaber, which I call Wave, and I have a separate video about that. This is a fairly simple design meant for regular, real-life use. But if this were a lightsaber in the Star Wars universe, it would feature a blue blade with a length control and a power level control. Now the real physics of how this actually works is always being speculated, and lore about this in Star Wars seems to occasionally change. It's fluid. And again, I'm not getting into the physics on how this works, but this is my take on how Star Wars technology achieves this. Okay, let's open it up. One thing has always remained consistent. The lightsaber has crystals in it. The crystals focus the energy, and this is what determines the blade color. Jedi use rare kyber crystals. These almost always create a blue or green blade. Other types of crystals can be used. In the older lore, synthetic or artificially created crystals were used quite often. Adagan crystals were another type of natural crystal. I bet even dilithium crystals could work. Now let's start though with the power source. Is it AA batteries? No. It is something called a diadium power cell, which can power a lightsaber for a very long time, even a number of years, but there is a recharging port if needed. Now, I'm of the opinion that the beam is plasma. A plasma is a supercharged gas where the electrons are stripped from their atomic orbits and running amok. In most diagrams, there is no place to store this gas, so I propose it is actually stored here in the vortex rings. This is most likely Tabana gas, which is also used with blasters and lasers in the Star Wars universe. Tabana's special properties easily allow it to convert to a plasma when exposed to a focused light energy like lasers. This is all heavily insulated to contain the power. From here, the energy gate is what allows the gas to be energized by the power crystal, which converts the Tabana gas into plasma, and the focus crystal modulates the plasma stream and produces the blade's color. From there, the plasma passes into the blade energy channel. There are two energy channels wrapped in coils, one for pushing the plasma out, the other for pulling it back in, all manipulated by powerful electromagnetic fields. In this way, a lightsaber blade is very much like a water fountain. The energy is pushed out like water while gravity pulls it back down. In this case, the other energy channel has the pulling action. Also, this plasma is emitted in an arcing or spiral wave. This extremely fast spinning spiral is what gives the lightsaber blade a lot of cutting power and bite, but it also generates a gyroscopic effect, which is part of the reason lightsabers seem to have some kind of weight in the blade, but more on that in another video. Now in this lightsaber, the emitter consists of an inner ring where the plasma blade is pushed out, and in the outer ring where the plasma blade is pulled back in and recycled back into the system. The cycling field energizers allow this recycling action to take place without destroying the lightsaber. Manipulating the strength of this push-pull action allows for adjusting the blade length. And finally, the magnetic field stabilizer ring keeps the blade stable and prevents any stray discharge or heat from escaping the blade. Again, I'm sure there are other ways to accomplish this. Often a Jedi or a Sith had to create a lightsaber with whatever was available on hand, so the final result kind of varied. But this pretty much lines up with most of the lore except for the Tabana gas part, which I had to throw in to keep things consistent and logical. Let me know in the comments if this is the format you would use for constructing your lightsaber, or if you would use a different system with different science perhaps. Maybe no plasma at all, but lasers, or something else. Thanks for watching, Light Warriors. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. Until next time.